after the meeting, so maybe y'all can follow back up on that. Charlie.
Before the 10 minutes is over, I'm 70 years old, fixed income, and there are a lot of people like me. I'd like each candidate to tell me what they're going to do for us.
Okay, Dwight, since you're standing, why don't you go ahead and take the first crack at it?
Well, you know, being a candidate that's closer to your age, I can understand your concern. First of all, we need to make sure that the tax breaks and stuff that we allowed the voters to decide on, that we allowed the voters to continue doing that. And I think that we'll protect our older citizens that way. You know, in Canton, there's a contested council race right now. One of the hot topics is because the garbage rates were increased for the senior citizens. And you know, I've assured senior citizens that, that I'm behind them. When I was a young child, my father told me, he said, son, always respect your elders, be kind to them. They can help you in life. And you know, I think our elders are still helping us in life. They're volunteering more than any other group. They're getting out there helping the communities. They've paid their debt. You know, I feel like that we need to give them every opportunity to retain the funds that they have so that they can continue their quality of life for the rest of their life.
Thank you.
He asked all of us.
Okay.
Can I, Charlie?
I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I don't think that the seniors paid a debt of gratitude. They have, and thank you, Charlie. There is a big difference between your age, so I'm going to be transparent and say, I don't think I'm close to your age. I don't want to pretend like I'm close to your age no more than I want to pretend I'm like anybody else. The reality is Canton's a mess. You got a boondoggle situation going up there with recycling and so on. I don't know if that took care of the time that you were serving in planning committee or not, but Canton's a very poor model. You talk to people of Canton, they got a mess. Bartow County has done a great job. Woodstock's done a good job. Other areas in this district have done a good job. So let's get that transparent right now and let's not pretend. What do we need to do for the seniors? A lot of the seniors like to get out. They don't want to be held to a little box. They're not interested in being locked in a retirement community and say, I can't get around. Transportation is important to them. Charlie, and he's the one that brought the question up, if he wants to go to a ball game, he does not want to take 3 hours getting down to the field to do a ball game. He wants to spend time with his grandkids. He wants to be able to do the things he wants to do with volunteer. He wants to then go to a ball game. We need to work on transportation, okay? That's for everybody, but that's important to seniors. Let's get a lot of the tax stuff out of the way that affect seniors. I'm going back to what we talked about earlier. You got Social Security, you got so many of the things that we have so much legislation that's in a way, that's peeling away stuff that we don't even know about. Why is that happening? Because we don't have transparency in government. Everything goes back to transparency. You got Obamacare, the #1 thing that's really going to hose the seniors. Anybody in this room that's a fan of Obamacare, I'll tell you the same thing that I said to some others this week. Which might surprise you when I first say this, but then listen the whole way through. The reason we have Obamacare is because we as Republicans didn't do what we were supposed to do. Let's take responsibility. And when I say as you do as a Republican, a true Republican takes responsibility for themselves. And I'm sorry if I'm taking 10 minutes, so maybe you'll grant us more, but this is important. Pre-existing conditions should have never been an issue. The fact that a young individual, and I don't mean to pick on you, Matt, but you're 25, a young individual wants to stay on his parents' policy while they're in school should have been done by us Republicans. So we gave the Democrats a great opportunity to say, hey, we're going to drive this truck through this wide open hole. And you look at it and you go, oh, guess what? You know what the #1 person that's going to be affected by Obamacare? The seniors. That's what we can do, Charlie. We can get our butts in gear and say, we're going to nullify this, the 11 different taxes that are in there, we're going to start pulling that out, and we can preserve some health care for people like you.
So the safety net for the senior citizens is growing very thin. What we need to do is, I've made a pledge to have an open door to retirement benefits, Social Security, and veterans benefits. People that have put so much in, they need to be able to rely on it. Another thing is we got to get, alluded to Obamacare, that needs to get gone, just period. That is a strain on the senior citizens. And then also economic development. low-paying jobs are gonna take away from those benefits as well. And not a lot of people are talking about that. Low-paying job is gonna pay out about $1.15 in taxes, but only take in $1. So we need to make strides to bring high-paying jobs, high-skilled jobs into the communities, into the district, to where those benefits that you put in, a lot of senior citizens put in, aren't gonna get depleted. So it's a very simple answer, but it's a powerful one.
Thank you.